welcome back to another episode of Cup o' Joes, where you get your daily cup of Joe from a couple of Joes. Today we're going to talk about the normal shit we usually talk about, and no guests today, no twists, just straight down the alley.
So right down the cup of Joes.
Yes, right down the middle. First thing we want to talk about is the Warriors. Well, we always usually open up with the Warriors. Mm-hmm. They've been playing well lately.
Yeah, it's nice having Curry back.
Yeah, very nice having Steph back. Is very we haven't filmed in a bit, so
cheers.
Cheers by the way. Shit, him almost being out for a long time was scary.
That was the last time we did one.
Yeah, he went down and we didn't know, huh?
Yep.
We got the news the next day when he got the MRI that he wasn't going to be out that long.
Right.
Which is savior to the season, even though we're in the 10 spot right now.
We're gonna be just fine.
Yeah, I think it's. Hopefully we don't have to play 2 playing games. Might be in the playing spot and the second spot. Who knows? But especially Jonathan Kuminga has been balling out of his motherfucking mind.
Yeah.
He has been...
Ever since I started talking shit about him. Ever since I gave him shit about his autograph.
Why don't you go ahead and talk shit about stuff right now?
No, that's a known thing. When I talk shit about Steph, immediately he's balling.
Yeah, immediately. But yeah, he's been playing amazing. His shot looks great, which is crazy because that's all he really needs to take that next step to be unstoppable.
Right.
And obviously we know he can slash and get to the rim. He's been making good decisions, though. He's been passing the ball when he should. Oh, man. The upside that we thought we were going to see from him, we're seeing right now.
Yeah.
And it's ever since he talked shit to Kerr, too, saying he needs more minutes. That was around the time he talked shit, too, right?
Yeah, he's coming around. He's coming around, and at the right time,
yep,
he gets hot.
Yeah,
Curry gets hot. They're gonna be just fine.
Yeah, his confidence is crazy. Trace Jackson Davis, another guy we got to talk about.
Yeah, balling,
fucking balling, man. This kid is a rookie. His defensive presence is amazing. That sequence with him and Wemby where he blocks him twice and then goes and stuffs it on him.
Yep,
amazing. Him and Clay have had this weird connection too. They've been really have a lot of good chemistry on the court. He's getting a lot of passes from Clay. Him and Clay on that pick and roll is fucking effective as fuck, dude.
Yeah.
I love that kid.
Yeah, it's been fun. How many games do we have left? Like 15?
Maybe not even 12, something like that.
Something like that.
Yeah.
They do have one of the easiest schedules remaining. We do play the Mavericks twice, which is good because we're behind them. If we can flip both of those,
double
then...
on them. Yeah. However, Mavericks have been playing outside their fucking mind too.
Did you see the play last night?
Yeah, dude. You're talking about the Kyrie dunk, right?
Well, the Kyrie oop. I don't think he dunked it.
Which one? The Luka oop to Kyrie?
So when Luka dove on the floor, passed it behind his back, I think to Kyrie, and then he goes up for the layup but throws it backwards.
Yes.
And just throwing down.
And I don't know if that was in the same game, but he caught a oop from Luka too. That was pretty crazy too. I don't know if it might have been the same game.
I'm gonna pull that other one up then.
Dude, that shit was crazy. I did see that one, where it's like Luka falls on the ground. He gets it up to Kyrie. Kyrie probably has the layup, but sees the dude behind him. Fucking perfectly puts it up. Dude gets the pause. Fucking cracks it.
His knees almost hit the rim.
Yeah, dude. Oh, I wish I could dunk a basketball. Joker, man. Jokic, the fucking double MVP. He fucking 82% basically over his last 8 games.
Yeah.
55 of 66.
And somehow I still feel like he's underrated.
I still feel like people don't respect him enough.
Like Kendrick Perkins.
Yeah.
Talking all kinds of...
That's Kendrick Perkins for you.
Right. Yeah, but he has no respect for Joker.
He doesn't, man.
Yeah.
And it's funny to me that a guy that doesn't give a fuck about basketball at all.
Right.
In his off season, he doesn't touch a basketball.
Yeah.
He doesn't think about basketball. He's with his horses smoking cigars. The dude is dad bod times a million. Doesn't look like
an inspiration.
He's a fucking inspiration. And still, 55 of 66. I don't think that when I saw the stat, I think it was on ESPN or something. They're saying no one has ever done that.
Right. More. Yeah, that's impossible. And you said 85% is what he's...
82%.
82%.
Over 8 fucking games.
Yeah, and he's not dunking on every single
And
Either.
the game I saw that was a couple days ago too. The game I saw that in, he was 5 for 5 in that game. And I don't know if those were part of those stats or not.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
And then you got to talk about a heartbreaking loss that he handed us too. Oh, that game.
What do you think the Warriors are going to do now?
I think no one's safe except Steph.
Rightfully so.
I think no one is safe except Steph.
You see that quote that each of them put out
No.
the other
what
night?
was it? Yeah.
Pull this up.
Was it Steph and Clay or?
Steph and Clay.
Oh, shit.
Um,
Well, you know, with all the Draymond stuff going on, you know he's on the block.
okay. So this is a quote.
Yeah.
This is when the fans started booing them
Okay.
after the 2 terrible games in a row.
Yeah.
This is Steph's quote, and I agree with what Steph has to say here. I'm booing myself. It's our job to give them something to cheer about, and we have not done that. I agree with that.
Wow.
I agree with it.
Wow.
However, this is what Klay Thompson had to say.
Okay.
And I'm going to preface this with, this is why Draymond Green is so important. And anyone out there who says that he's overrated, what are you talking about? If you're talking about his points per game, yeah. Sure. That's not what he does.
And also, let's see if you don't know basketball either, because there's so many other things you have to do in the sport that don't get into the stat sheet. And a lot that do, too, that he fills up the stat sheet in many other areas.
100%. But Klay Thompson said, I don't care. You supposed to lose sleep over it? So, my opinion on this is exactly why Draymond's so important to the Warriors.
Yeah.
Because that type of attitude normally ends up with you getting punched in the face.
Right? Yeah, and maybe Clay is, hurt. He's hearing all the rumors, too. He knows he's on the block, and he's actually stepped up his game over the last couple games.
Yeah, he scored 30 last night.
Yeah, he scored 30. So maybe he's trying out for other teams. But honestly, the Lakers aren't doing so well.
They're not.
I love to see LeBron over here.
They got their chip.
Yeah.
They got their in-season chip.
So, I'd love to see maybe Draymond, Wiggins, Clay give us a run.
100%. I would take that. 100%. I would take that.
I don't know if those salaries match up or anything. I mean, we're at pipe dreams, but it's probably pretty close. I don't know.
Name the price. But
you first round draft picks. What do you
give me Steph and LeBron on the same team
for 2 years, and then guess what? We get Bronny next year too. To learn from Steph as a PG. I don't know. Come on, we keep Brandon, we keep Moody.
Yep.
We keep TDJ or TJG, whatever.
Yep. I like him.
Yeah, I like him a lot. Maybe, I don't know. It's the first time I've ever even thought about a trade is right now. And we've been through some rough times, some bad years, even with this squad.
Right.
And I've always been like, nah, you got to keep them together. You got to do it. And now I'm just like, I think it's time.
It's time.
It's time before you can't get shit for these guys either.
Exactly. I do think that there's still value. I mean, especially, again, I cannot speak high enough of what I think of Draymond Green and what he can bring to a team that just needs to get over the hump. A team that I like for him, too, is the Clippers, who need some fire under them at all times.
Right? Opening a new arena.
Mm-hmm.
They just signed Kawhi 150 for 3.
Yep.
Then that means they're going to have to bring back, Harden and... yeah.
I like him as just go in, fire everyone up, get the most out of the players. And that's what he's done. That's what he's always done his entire career. He's like a great coach. He will get the most out of every single player at all times.
And brings that championship mentality over to them.
Yep.
I can see a 3-way. Throw LeBron in there somehow. Come on.
Yes. No.
Don't get
I'll take Kawhi too.
Oh yeah, I take Kawhi. I'll take LeBron over Kawhi. Because Kawhi also seems like, amazing basketball player, but sometimes doesn't have an interest too much in playing basketball. He's won his chip. He loves the game, but
it's a hard thing to not only win a championship. That's hard. It is harder to keep that drive going. And what has been so impressive with the Warriors over
5 finals appearances in 5 years, in 6 years.
Right.
Fucking crazy.
Right.
And we got 4 chips.
So that's why, Clay saying that it's hard to hear that I want him to be more critical on himself. However, they've gotten 4.
Yeah. And he's also hella chill, just wants to smoke some weed and fucking get on his boat, chill with Rocco.
Right.
He's like, what am I supposed to lose sleep over? I'm not. Probably not the best thing to say when you're on the fucking trade block, though.
Yeah.
And he's earned a lot, right? That's why he's gotten to have a bad start to the season and still start and,
Right.
and have that cool conversation with Steve Kerr about what he should be doing at the end of his career.
Right.
And then Draymond had that too. I don't know. I mean, I'm happy if everybody comes back and, we try to do something with the current squad or close it out, in the year and do some off-season shit. That's fine too. I just think that Steph is balling out of his fucking mind right now.
Yep.
And he's got no help. And we can't waste another year of this dude.
Yeah, otherwise I could not blame him if he says I want to go play somewhere else.
Yeah.
Even if he said that this year, I'd be like, yeah, you deserve to be able to say that.
Yeah, he better fucking not, though. You better not. We wanted to maybe further discussion a little bit about
Yeah, let's dive deeper.
how LBJ could be better than MJ, right?
Yeah, let's go into it.
All right, so let's get into it a little bit. So you had some interesting take.
Here, I want to expand upon where we started, which was just kind of a generic. I think you can drop LeBron James any generation, he's going to be great.
Right.
Okay, but let's also take into account his attributes, like you pointed out.
Yeah.
He's at least 6'9". I think he's a little bit taller.
Yeah. There was a bunch of comments that he was 6'8". My guy said he was 6'8" without shoes, and I was like, well, you play the game with shoes, so.
But obviously, way bigger. He
Yes.
moves way faster.
Yeah.
Than Michael Jordan.
I think so.
I don't think there's any question that he's far more athletic than Michael Jordan. Okay, so let's take that. Then we go into it. Let's look at Michael Jordan's career.
Okay.
Let's look at him versus LeBron James against the top 25 players of all time.
Okay.
Who do you think played against more?
Played against more top 25 players must be LeBron James.
In my opinion, it's LeBron James.
Yeah.
What?
That's got to be. His longevity alone in the league and the eras that he played through. I mean, look at all those Pistons teams and the finals that he's been to. 10,
I think a more important factor in this is who has beaten more top 25 players. Because I
Yes.
know when Magic and Larry were playing, Michael Jordan wasn't eating. He was not getting championships during that time.
It's true. It's true.
Those were great players, obviously. So he played against great players. Absolutely. But he did not beat those guys to get to where he needed to be. There was no championships won when they were in their prime. So late 80s, mid to late 80s, Michael Jordan's not winning nothing.
Okay.
That's my argument there. LeBron James playing against, well, let's just go through it. Steph Curry,
Yeah.
top 10 player.
Top 10.
Kevin Durant, top 15 player all time.
On the same team, by the way.
Yep. Let's just take that into account. The Warriors are the best team of all time.
Yes.
Just
Best
plain
team.
and simple. They're the best team of all time.
Now, we did, win the most games in a regular season and then lose in the finals. So it was,
But to who? But to who? The greatest player of all time.
you motherfucker. You make me do this. You make me do it.
Kobe Bryant was there.
Kyrie Irving is who you're talking about, right?
Shit. Tim Duncan, the Spurs teams, Dirk
Duncans.
Nowitzki,
Yep. Dirk Nowitzki with Steve Nash.
modern day players, Joker, Giannis.
Yep. Up against them all. Yeah.
I don't consider these next players top 25 players at all, but
Yeah, but
you had Harden, Westbrook, top scorers of all time.
players.
Right. They're definitely not top 25 players. No one comment on that.
Yeah. Well, or do. Please do. Yes, they are. Yeah. they're all great. Mookie Bilakis too. Okay. So I had our great friend AI look at some statistical categories,
Okay.
and I was a little bit surprised by some of the results I got here. So I said, I want to compare them on all statistical categories. I told AI that it's a sports statistic genius and analyst, and I wanted to compare LeBron James and Michael Jordan in all statistical categories and define who is the greatest of all time.
All right.
Okay, scoring. Now, the knowledge is cut off at like April 30th of 2023, so it's pretty up to date.
Yeah.
Okay, especially for Michael Jordan's numbers.
Right.
Those aren't changing. He averaged, Michael Jordan, 30.1 points per game over his career, leading the NBA in scoring 10 times. He had a career shooting percentage of 49.7% from the field.
Okay.
LeBron James, as of April 2023, 27.1 points per game, a shooting percentage of 50.4, so better. LeBron has only led the NBA in scoring once. Rebounds and assists. Jordan averaged 6.2 rebounds per game and 5.3 assists per game over his career. Despite being a guard, Jordan was an effective rebounder and a skilled passer. LeBron has him here. 7.5 rebounds per game, which you kind of expect, right? I mean, he's
taller,
forward
bigger
position,
yeah.
right? But 7.4 assists per game, and Michael was a guard, right?
Yep.
Got him there. Championships and finals appearances. Obviously, Jordan won 6. He went 6-0. This is what the biggest argument is when people say he's the GOAT, right?
Right.
Every time he went to the dance, he won it.
But that's I think that's just such a flawed way to look at it.
Yeah.
What did you do in the years that you weren't there? So you're saying that your entire legacy is built off of 6 years?
With the 1 year break in between, too, right?
Yeah. And then he took another break, you know. He had fresh legs. What's LeBron been doing? He's been grinding for 20 years.
And the finals, 10 of them.
Yeah.
So he's been playing that extended period of time, too. All right. So LeBron has 4 championships. Oh, no. Okay. So I'm sorry. Also, Jordan has 6 finals MVPs as well.
Yep.
LeBron, 4 NBA championships, appeared in 10 finals games. He has 4 finals MVPs. Regular season MVPs. Jordan 5, LeBron 4. Defense. Jordan 9 times all defensive player. LeBron 5 times all defensive player. And then they did some advanced metrics too. Player efficiency rating, like the PER. I don't know if I believe in. Do you put too much stock in that? I mean, I guess you can take any statistic and make it do what you want or read it the way you want, I guess.
Right.
But if you like these advanced statistics, player efficiency rating, Jordan holds a career PER of 27.91, and LeBron PER is 27.3. So it's like 0.6 difference. There's not much there. Win shares. Jordan amassed 214 shares over his career. LeBron has surpassed this number, reflecting his longer careers and his consistent performance. So he has a way longer win share. So some of those were interesting to me. I didn't realize he led the NBA in scoring 10 times.
Yeah. I want to talk about that.
Yes.
Okay. How much stock do you put into scoring titles? I don't put a lot into it, and I'll tell you why.
Westbrook has scoring title?
Westbrook has multiple scoring titles.
Yep.
Here, let me just read off the list. 2022, and then I'm going to work my way back.
Okay.
Joel Embiid, what did he do? Nothing. Joel Embiid again, what did he do? Nothing. Steph Curry, what did he do? A championship.
Okay.
All right.
When was this? This is 2022, you said?
This one's 2020.
2020, okay. Go.
2019, James Harden, what did he do? 2018, James Harden, what did he do? 2017, James Harden, what did he do? Russell Westbrook, 2016, what did he do? Steph Curry, what did he do in 2015? Well, he won a championship.
Yeah.
There's anomalies to the scoring titles and not
So
resulting.
it does equate in some ways. I mean, and they had good years some of those years too.
Only
The scoring
Steph Curry.
titles.
Steph Curry's the only one on this list that I've read so far.
That has a chip and a scoring title?
Yes. And we'll keep going. Westbrook again. Durant, Carmelo, Durant. Dwayne Wade in 2008, I think that's a title.
Yeah, that is his Miami, yeah, with Shaq on the team, yeah.
So since 2008, the only titles won were by Dwayne Wade or Steph Curry.
Okay, so throw that scoring title shit out the window.
Right.
Sometimes it does not equate to winning.
You can be great at scoring. I don't care. LeBron James is the best basketball player of all time. Could he have gone out and scored and won scoring titles every year? Absolutely. If you think that he could not score, that's ridiculous.
Yeah.
He could go out and score 40 points still to this day.
Yeah, probably will. Barring how this season is going with multiple people scoring 70 fucking points, she's probably got a 40 in the chamber somewhere.
Right.
I wouldn't put it past him at all. 40 at 40.
What is the record for a 40-year-old?
Oh, I don't know.
It's got to be. He's probably beating it every night.
Yeah, it's got to be, right? Each night he gets a scoring, his highest scoring game of the season is beaten. Yeah, so there is much to debate about these things. And greatest of all time, it's a opinion, I think. I like one guy in the comments said, though, he's like, hey, there's only one GOAT. I don't like it. I hate it. It's not an opinion. There's one greatest of all time. It's Michael Jordan, and we don't fucking. So I kind of respected that. I was like, oh, okay, I get where you're coming from. There's another person that made an amazing comment about how eras and different ways of working out, and the technology available to these guys once they get injured.
Right.
Like, and it was like, oh shit. Well, that's an amazing argument. Yes. If Jordan would have had those types of things, then he probably would have had a longer career as well. Who knows? Right.
Yeah. I see it the other way too. Like, LeBron James plays the way that he does, and you're not going to get an argument out of me that he flops way too much.
Yeah. He knows sometimes he's a baby.
But this is the era that we play in. This is the era that he's in. That they reward that crap.
Do people put more stock in it because he did it all in the Bulls and LeBron's jumped around?
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I do. I think that's great. And it sounds like I hate Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan's fucking awesome.
Yeah, he's good. Mike, you want to come on the podcast and prove us wrong, please?
Mike is at least the second best player of all time. It's not even close. The drop off between 1 and 2 to 2 to 3 is a mile.
I know people have the Kobe argument too, which amazing player, but I don't put him up there either.
Nope.
I don't. Sorry.
Kobe didn't play against enough, and he also had Shaq, who's the greatest center of all time.
Yeah, Dwayne Wade had Shaq now too, right?
And he won.
Yeah.
Dwayne Wade has ridden some coattails. Dude has won with Shaq, and dude has won with LeBron.
Yeah, I guess that's true. Oh, man.
Doc Rivers.
Oh, yeah. You heard it here first, folks.
And Damian Lillard.
Dame, dude?
Overrated as fuck.
Yeah, man.
They don't have Giannis.
This is just another huge highlight that 82 is different than 16.
Yeah.
It is a different game almost that's played during the postseason.
Yep.
And some people cannot be successful in that game.
Right.
Joel Embiid. Although they're still in it, right?
Yeah.
Fuck, sorry, guys.
He needs some help. he needs some help.
Tyrese Maxey has been doing well for them.
Yeah.
He definitely needs help, but his contract is crazy too. So that's hard to get him out.
The second Embiid comes off the floor, they are fucked. So bad.
Yeah, that's true.
I think you're obviously seeing the younger generation come through right now. There is no LeBron in the playoffs anymore. There's no Steph,
no KD.
No KD. You're seeing that shift out. Now, what I hope is a old guy team up up here in Golden State. Obviously a pipe dream, but you are seeing a lot of...
I don't know how much of a pipe dream it is, man. I think it's getting more real every single day. They're now practicing for the Olympics together right now.
KD.
Bullshit. Bring KD back.
So no. So that's what. So someone was saying
KD and LeBron.
What team is gonna give KD a statue? Because he left OKC on really bad terms. He left Golden State on pretty rough terms, and that's why he was the most successful. If you come back to Golden State, make things
Did OKC
right.
trade him?
No, he left.
Oh, he left too. Yeah,
He
that's
left
right.
after Golden State beat them.
Yeah.
I think they were down, or Golden State was down 1-3.
Yeah, 1-3-3-1, and then we came back. Yep.
We won three in a row.
And he was a free agent, and he came to us. Yep.
Yep.
That's right.
I think for his own legacy, he's either got to go back to OKC, which I would hate to see that.
Yeah, he doesn't want to do that either.
Because that's just like doing the Golden State thing all over again.
Yeah.
If he goes back to Golden State, who's struggling, get them back to championship territory, finish his career there, I think he gets a huge statue, retire the number, all that kind of good stuff.
Yeah. I'll take KD or LeBron. Yeah, sure.
I'll take both.
I would love to have both. Who goes where in that scenario? You just play KD at the 3?
I don't care.
Yeah, just put him on a fucking court. It doesn't matter.
We don't have positions anymore.
It's pretty much how basketball is played now anyway. It's positionless. Everybody switches on everything. Bigs can shoot threes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man. It's a funny basketball story today. I'm at the gym shooting around, and I sometimes see this couple come in and they shoot together, and I'm like, oh, that's super cool. Like, and looking at the woman, I'm like, oh, she's competitively good. Like, she must have like played somewhere.
Right.
And so I walk in the gym today, and it was the dude and the girl that usually play together, just like 1-on-1 or whatever. And it was another dude that I know from the gym, you know him too, fucking, what's his name? But I played with him a couple times. He works there. And they're playing 2-on-2, and the first time, like, the guy starts to guard the girl, I see that timidness, that little, I'm not gonna really press you too much, I don't know. And she just fucking it's jumper. He's like, okay, fuck that.
I don't want to be that dick that, you know, plays too hard on
Fuck that now. I'm touching whatever I need to touch.
Put her ass on the floor, right?
Yeah. Fucking. She was gonna make that layup, but I didn't have a chance to stop it. I just clipped her ass.
Flagrant 2.
In any other game. This is the street, bitch.
Better not call that.
Anyways, the girl and guy won twice.
Hell yeah.
So I like shit like that. That's fun when couples can find a way to connect like that.
Hell yeah. Speaking of basketball.
Yeah.
Caitlin Clark.
Okay.
Left off the USA team. What do you think?
Is it traditional? Okay, Cameron Brink was invited, right? She was just drafted as well.
She's on the 3-on-3 team.
Ooh, okay. Didn't know that. So they left you off 3-on-3 too?
Yeah.
What the fuck? At least put her on a 3-on-3 team.
I honestly didn't know there was a 3-on-3 team until earlier this week.
There's a 3-on-3 league that's hella competitive too.
Yeah.
It comes across my timeline every now and then.
Right.
But it is Olympic men too. You get a 3-on-3. Yep. We never watch it.
Yeah. Do they send NBA players to that? Or
no, the big 3 players go.
Jay Rich. Who got it?
I would watch that shit. They should do that if they're not. Maybe I'm just lying too. But again, fact check us. We never check our facts on this show. But it could not be a 3v3 male 2024 summer sport. But there is definitely a female one.
Yep.
And what kind of, see, this is going to be my like lack of knowledge again. What kind of women are on that team? Are any rookies?
On the 3-on-3 team or?
On the regular team, let's say.
The regular team, there are no rookies on this one.
Okay.
Historically, they have. Candace Parker made it. Diana Taurasi made it.
If Parker and Taurasi made it, then why can't she? Yeah.
Man, I'm so torn on this. On one hand, I don't think she has the stats. I don't think she has...
The winning percentage, first of all.
Yeah, she has not proven that she should be there.
Yeah.
Over anyone else.
Yeah. Yeah. Taking someone else's spot.
On the other hand, she's so important for women's basketball. And if women's basketball continues to push her out, honestly, if I were her, go to the big 3. Go make different money. Go to Barstool. Like,
Shit, she already made 28 mil with Nike.
Right.
She don't need money.
So, man, I'm so torn because I don't believe in putting someone on there who doesn't deserve to be there. But at the same time, you kind of need it. So it's, that's a...
They're dropping the ball at every fucking turn with this.
Yeah.
And the league is, I think, trying to do the right things and pushing her, and they give her that big TV package and all that stuff. But everybody else involved is just dropping the fucking ball on this. This is Larry and Magic. This is Steph.
Right.
More aptly, this is Steph.
Yep.
Fucking ride this shit as far as you can.
I'd give it the rest of the season. And honestly, if I were her, go do your own thing. Go somewhere else.
Is she signed for like 2 years, 3? She was number 1 overall pick?
Yeah, I think it's like a
2-3 years.
4-year deal, but after this year, 3.
Yeah. Season's not that
Missed
long.
out on $200,000. Like,
is the big 3 in a different time than the WNBA?
I think it's at the same. I think it's going on right now.
Okay. You ever watch that shit?
I've never watched it.
I love the idea. I love the concept. I love the people that are involved. Like Chris Brown has a team. He's out there beating women, hitting threes. But
Yeah.
I've never fucking watched the game.
Same reason I don't watch WNBA. Like I want to see the best players play.
Oh, somebody said this about Jordan and his non-greatness too, about watering down the league. It's like during the time he played, you probably saw this clip too. During the time he played, it was the expansion. So we had 6 to 8 new teams come into the NBA.
9 teams throughout his...
Throughout, right? Okay, there was a big one where 6 came in, but 9 throughout his career came in and watered down the talent so much in the league that you only had 1 star per...
Yeah.
Interesting.
100% with that.
Yeah.
100%.
Was there any expansion in LeBron's years?
No.
There was a move. Sonics? No, LeBron was not playing. Yeah.
There was a move. No. He was playing.
Okay.
It's when the Sonics moved, but also Charlotte. No, not Charlotte. But they were changed. They changed teams. But the Pelicans.
Yes.
The Pelicans moved to Charlotte, became the Bobcats. No.
The Bobcats were in Charlotte.
Totally wrong.
Bobcats were in Charlotte.
Totally wrong.
They moved to New Orleans.
Yes.
And became the Pelicans.
Right. Then Charlotte remade their team, the Bobcats.
So we'll call it one team.
No. The Hornets left and became the Pelicans.
Correct.
Then they became the Bobcats over in Charlotte and then switched back to the Hornets. I think that's what happened.
So realistically, it was things moving around, but nothing really.
Maybe one team was added.
Maybe one. So we'll call it one within Steph's era, LeBron's era.
Yeah.
Interesting. Interesting things to think about when you're factoring all this in.
I don't need anything to factor in.
I'm talking to the wrong fucking person.
What do you want? You want to talk stats? LeBron. Watered down leg. All right, I'll take LeBron again. So
he also was able to win with multiple different types of talent.
Yep.
Fitting in wherever he could, doing whatever he needed to do to win.
Yep.
Where Jordan needed a very specific set of people to do what he did. Incredibly specific. He needed a white guy that shoots threes. Game winners.
Needed dynasties to end before he started winning his.
He needed a top 10 rebounder ever. Ori, Rodman. He's a great system player.
Yep.
Jordan's an amazing system player.
Yep. LeBron is the system.
Come after us. And stop fucking making me talk about LeBron like this.
How many different coaches has LeBron gone to the finals with?
1, LeBron. That's the fucking truth, though. I've seen him draw up to fucking play.
Yeah.
At the timeout.
Yeah. I could coach LeBron's team really well. It's just LeBron, just tell me what to say.
Yeah. JJ Redick's about to be his fucking coach. Because he has a podcast with him. I'm pretty sure that's the fucking reason. Not to say that JJ isn't qualified and doesn't have a great basketball mind, because he does. And can speak really well and do all the things and probably knows how to run a team too.
Yep.
But they started a podcast and he's the number one. I never heard his name thrown in the ring of being a coach anywhere.
Right.
Until now.
I don't know how he was viewed when he was in the league, but he comes off now, at least, very arrogant.
Oh, yeah.
Like insanely arrogant. I understand he knows his shit.
I think he was viewed that way in the league as well. He would probably say the same. He's like, there's some shit to my game.
Yeah. I know he's very fucking smart.
Yes.
But you can come across smart and not as much of an asshole as he does. I don't know if that mindset will translate in today's league. Go back 30 years. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's the guy.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Pop's still that guy. And when is he going to retire? Goddamn, why is he still coaching?
He needs
Wembanyama. That's what he wanted to coach a unicorn. He got to. Time to go.
worst record in the league, right?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
One of the worst.
Yep. Time to go.
Yeah.
It's styles, man. Styles and matchups in the NBA. And that's why I think Boston's going to beat the Dallas Mavericks.
Yep.
Luka likes to walk the fucking ball up the court, set everything up, get into his set. Boston runs it down your fucking throat.
That's why, the Warriors did so well against LeBron because LeBron wants to slow everything down, whereas the Warriors just want to speed everything. Or back in the day, they wanted to speed everything up. Now it's slowing down.
It was almost like the 6-second offense with the Suns back then, where it was, that three that's taken within the first 4 or 5 seconds of the shot clock is usually a good shot. If you have Steph, Clay, and these guys that are shooting it. Jordan Poole at the time was fucking amazing shooting us. Now he's in relegation. Probably has AIDS somewhere. I'm sorry, Jordan. That punch sent you, man. The one fucking punch ended your entire fucking career. How's that happen? Draymond's got some power in that, right? I also heard it's probably we're gonna waive Kevon. Loon's time is up, and he's been ultimate professional. People don't understand his game is totally different than when he played in college. He had 2 major hips and knee surgeries or something like that made him a rebounder, back against the basket kind of guy.
It was shocking to see how young he was actually, because you watch him move on the court and it's just like, damn, he's just laboring away. You're thinking he's like 38, like back end of his career.
He's 22 right
now. Yeah. Well, I mean, he's only like 9-10 years in the league, right?
Yeah, I think so. He's been with us the entire time? No.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we drafted him. Yeah.
Yep.
So I think like 9 years. Yeah.
Damn.
He was
there for the first.
Yeah.
He's been there for 3.
He's been there for 3, and he went 3 years without missing a game.
Yeah.
That's fucking insane. With his major injuries and never to miss a game again.
Remember that playoff game 2 years ago where he had like 22 rebounds or some shit like that?
Crazy.
Yep.
Love you, Lou. If someone wants to give you money, go there, man. Don't stop playing.
Yeah.
Go get something with the fucking Bobcats. Are they still a team? Go to the Orlando Magic.
Oh, Big 3.
Big 3? Yeah. You go play for Chris Brown's team.
Juwan Manic. Go help out Caitlin Clark.
Yeah, so there's chicks in the Big 3 right now or no?
No, I think that was just a
okay.
Obviously publicity stunt, but
yeah,
I think you'd make the money if you can market her correctly. The WNBA
even if you
is
fucked
not
up
doing
and
that.
didn't market it correctly, you'd probably still make the money back.
Yeah, I mean, Caitlin Clark being on the USA team would have created so much money, so much momentum, and they're just stopping that momentum at every single point. And at some point, you got to look at it a little bit businessy. Like
you do. She would be the #1 jersey sales.
Yep.
For the Olympics.
And I don't think there's anything negative about putting her on, because either they go and win a gold and she barely plays, and it's like, perfect, that's totally fine. We still won gold. We're gonna blow out every team anyways.
Yeah,
she's gonna get 10 minutes every game minimum.
Yeah.
She's gonna go score her 6 to 12 points and
have a happy life.
Create buzz for next Olympic cycle so that she can then be the leader of that team. Or she fails super hard, and then the WNBA can be like, see, we're better than her. Come watch us because we're good too. Like, there's no negative to it.
I don't see how you lose. I think the only negative some of them are saying is she is the actual one.
Right.
I think that's the problem right now. Because if she goes to the Olympics and fucking scores 30 a game, kills everybody, and then comes back to the league like second year and fucking goes on a tear, they're like, oh shit, she is this. And we don't want that.
It's coming.
It's coming.
It's coming.
It's coming. You could see the streaks, the 33-point game, the winning attitude.
Yeah.
Like, you can see it. And they're going to probably get better draft picks, and other people now are going to have interest in that team. Watch their free agency this year.
Hopefully. You got to have someone who wants to play with her. And I don't know how many people want to play with her.
Yeah, that's true, too. There's got to be a couple girls out there like, fuck it, I'm just going to... I'm going to Draymond this shit up.
She needs out of here. She needs a Klay Thompson to just, hey, I'm totally good playing second.
Yep. She needs a Draymond Green.
You're the star. It needs a Draymond Green to say, "Hey, I'm gonna take people's heads off if they foul you."
Vicious picks for you every fucking time.
If they foul you, someone's getting dropped.
Yep, and I'm getting kicked out of probably every game. Yeah, she's gonna be great, and I think that when people see that too, like initially that's why all the LeBron hate, right? He was put up on this pedestal. We all like to see people get fucking knocked off that pedestal, and break their head, and when they don't, you're like, well, fuck it. What do you mean? What goes up doesn't come down?
Honestly, that's how I felt about Wembanyama. I wanted to see him fail a little bit.
Yeah. See, there is that.
Yeah.
We want to see the underdog win every single time.
Yep.
And we want to see the number one dude just like, fuck you. Number one, who said?
It's like there's no middle ground to it. It's either like I want you to be great. Like I want to think that I'm seeing something I'll never see again, or I want you to fail so bad that it's a great watch for everyone.
Yeah, I want to look at it, and I want it to be on SportsCenter, not top 10. There's a lot of stuff has been happening in the NBA market. NBA Summer League just started as well.
Yep.
So let's first talk about Bronny James, and historically the 55th pick in the draft is usually nothing anyway.
Trash. Yeah.
Trash, right? It's a throwaway pick. So I was surprised when they didn't take him first, honestly.
Right.
And then I was surprised when they took him at 55th too. I thought if they're not going to take him first, they're not going to take him at all. And I heard that his agent was calling other teams like, hey, don't take him. He'll fucking go to play overseas.
Yeah.
And then when the Lakers came up, they didn't say that to them.
So I think that's kind of my problem with it.
Okay.
I'm totally fine with them drafting him.
Absolutely.
Totally fine. However, it was so predictable that I think it takes credibility away from the draft process because it was known. Everybody knew he was getting drafted at 55.
Yeah.
That's why his rankings got bumped up like 30 spots from after the combine. Do I think he's good enough? Sure. I think he's got the athletic profile. Like he's ridiculous.
Highest vertical in the combine, right?
Yeah. Plus LeBron's your dad. Like you've got more insight on basketball than anyone.
Yeah, your basketball IQ must be crazy.
Yeah.
If it's not, you weren't picking anything up. I don't know.
I don't have any issue with him getting drafted by the Lakers at all. I think more of my issue is how, if you're another team, did you not draft him and say, hey, I'm open for trades all day. You flip me for a first next year? Absolutely. He's all yours. How did that not happen? That would never happen in the NFL. That would never happen in another sport.
Maybe just the threat of him going to go overseas, but it doesn't matter. You still have his rights.
50-50.
And you still have his rights too. Yeah?
Go ahead.
I don't know. That's a great question. It's a good one to answer. It was rigged, obviously.
That's my only issue with it. That's the only issue. Nothing against Bronny, nothing against the Lakers taking him, nothing. You get drafted in the second round, there's a very low percentage chance you're going to be anything at all. So is he worth a flyer? Absolutely.
Absolutely.
But every team should have viewed it that way. And I'm upset that some team...
Did he sign a two-way too? Because they told that he was saying he wasn't going to sign a two-way.
No.
He should have signed a two-way.
Should have.
And did you see his first game though? In the summer league? 35 fucking points. he went off.
Wait.
Yeah, dude. Check it out.
I don't think that's right.
Look at it.
I think I saw him go like 4 points, 2 of 8 or something like
He
that.
played a couple games. So I saw a 35-point game. We like to be wrong on this podcast. Let's check ourselves. I know he missed a game too in the California Classic.
In his first game, he did score 4.
Shit, so I'm wrong. He did not score 35 points. Maybe they were trolling me and they got me real good. Okay, so he did. I do think that he does have the capability. Like you said, the athletic build that he has, he is a little bit undersized, but he can jump out the fucking building. So you look at like a Malik Monk or a CP3, even though he's smaller than both those guys.
Right.
I think he could be still effective with his IQ and passing ability too.
I think that's the big thing, is he'll probably be a backup point guard, can run a floor.
Yeah, for sure.
Upside maybe being like a Rajon Rondo as like a high end.
I did see another meme that they showed his stats and another one of his guards at USC that he played with. Stats were hella better and he didn't get drafted. Yeah.
I think there's a lot of that. But again, LeBron being your dad, yeah, you're probably going to get drafted for sure.
Nepotism does go throughout the league. I don't think it's
not just the league, it's life.
life.
It's life.
Yes. But especially the league, you can see it in so many different ways.
Totally.
Yeah.
Totally.
So yeah, I don't have a problem with it. I think he's going to be an okay player. I did see another meme that they showed Deuce and Jason Tatum, and they said if the Lakers win, and they had LeBron. That shit was funny.
That's hell. Did Michael Jordan's kids ever get drafted?
I don't think so.
That's all I'm saying. Another notch.
I don't even know. Yeah, I never really heard about MJ's kids even being good at basketball.
I think they played college, but I don't think they...
You're decided you're going to play college, right? From drafted to Fresno State or some shit. Yeah, that's funny. Another thing for LeBron.
It's another.
As we were talking about Caitlyn and Angel kind of at the same time, and if you watch the full cast, which I encourage you to do, then you'll know, you can get more context around what we were saying and how we were saying it.
Yeah, we didn't fuck it up.
We
The editor fucked it up.
So, the front part of it looks like we are talking about Angel Reese, but then it's cut to kind of look like we're continuing to talk about Angel Reese.
Right.
And everybody catches it like, wait, you can't be talking about Angel Reese, which I love because it further proves our point that Caitlyn is better.
Right.
Yeah. We had some good conversation though, back and forth between. I didn't take a drink. That's not good. A couple of commenters that were very passionate about what they had to say and how they said it. A couple dumbasses, as you would agree with on on social media in general. We could call this podcast a couple dumbasses, as we've said before as well.
Don't take anything away from this podcast.
Please don't. You really need to question yourself if you do. So yeah, Caitlyn didn't just play another game, the All-Star game. I find it interesting that the WNBA All-Stars play against the Olympic team. That's kind of cool.
I wish we would do that.
Yeah, I wish we'd do the same.
Yeah.
Beat their ass.
Tore them up.
And Abawale, or I think that's how you pronounce her name. I'm so sorry if I'm fucking that up. She is, I want to watch her play now forever. She scored 34 points in the second half. She was hitting everything.
She balled out.
Yeah.
She only had 3 points in the first half?
Yep, 3
And
points.
it just went off.
And ended up with 34.
So she was the other snub,
Correct.
other than Caitlin Clark, that did not make the USA team.
Correct.
For the proof that they fucked up that roster.
Yeah. And Caitlyn comes on, and of course, she says the perfect things. She's like, no, this just shows that, you can take any 12 of us and we'll probably get.
I do agree with that.
I do agree with that.
That's the gold and silver medal winners right there.
Correct. We have been dominant in this sport, let me tell you. So, yeah, there's no real way to beat us.
Yeah.
Even if you had the 12 worst people in the league. So.
Yeah, Caitlin Clark put down a ridiculous pass. Did you see that where they
Yes,
running
I
up the
did.
court?
Yes, I did.
Looked like a
Court vision and
quarterback.
IQ, man.
Yeah.
She put it between three people, basically.
Yeah.
And she couldn't even see where the fuck it was supposed to go.
Yeah.
One hand.
Put it right there. She did not have a good scoring night.
No, but she did get the all-time rookie assist record in an All-Star game. 10
They
assists.
let her jack some threes and not one foul. I think she went 0 for 7.
Yeah, she did.
Yeah.
Yeah. She looked good doing it.
All right, so I did watch a little bit of the game, not live. Just I watched more than just a handful of clips. I did watch a little bit of it. Something that is interesting, is their shots look a lot different. Women's shots
Just
feel
form-wise?
different. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's more. It's not as smooth and as clean as a Klay Thompson, of course. No one is.
Yeah.
But it's so much more body movement, with the ball. I don't know what that is. It's got to be taught because I saw 5 or 6 players do it. So it wasn't one person had a weird shooting form. But
Do you mean leg movement in general, or what are you thinking? Just looks odd?
it looks odd. it's not as fluid. I can't explain it other than it's just not as fluid.
What I used to call it is like a disconnected shot. where
Yeah, that's exactly
it feels
what
like,
it is.
okay, jump,
Yeah.
arms, then.
Yes. Yes. Yeah. That's
Where-
exactly what it is.
When you look at Steph or Clay, it just feels like all one motion. Right?
Exactly.
Interesting.
It's more mechanical.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you'll see some girls that do shoot like a dude, and vice versa.
Yeah.
Have you watched a couple dudes in the NBA shoot? There's some non-shooters and non-athletes in the NBA. We're talking about this in the comments there.
Yeah.
Nikola Jokic is one of them. He would tell you he's not an athlete while he's drinking a beer, riding a horse, but completely dominant in his sport because of his skill
last on
level.
his list.
The last thing he wants to do. All right. Well, that's going to do it for this edition of Cup of Joe's. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Please subscribe. Please like, smash all your buttons and shit. We really appreciate you following. And until next time, thanks so much.
Cheers.
Go on.